To say that it was a nightmare is an understatement of the century. Losing your home with two small children is the worst case scenario. 3 days before Christmas. And we first off, we stayed at a place, it was like an extended stay, and it was a nightmare. Oh my gosh. Two small children loose in a place that they're not familiar with. Everybody's frantic and scrambling about what you're going to do. You don't have underwear. You don't have anything that you need. And you realize that you need a lot of things when you have small children.
One night we spent in the hotel and he put us up in a property in a not so desirable area, but it was better than the hotel. So we were there for about, I'd say, a month and a half. I was just telling my agent that I really didn't like the house. It wasn't set up for kids. It was a split level, stairs, yada yada. And he put me in touch with Amy. I don't know where to start with Amy. Amy was wonderful. Obviously, we had a house fire. Everything was lost. We didn't really know which way was up, left, right, whatever. And Amy pretty much just got a feel for who we were and what we were looking for. This is the one and only house she showed us because it checked every box that we told her what we were looking for.
The house that we were at first was like an older home. It was a nice home. I'm not going to say anything about that. It was nice, and it provided shelter for our family. We were there for a couple of months, but it was not for us. We were soon to realize that it was not like home at all.
We were in a place, and initially we were supposed to have it for the whole time because we didn't want to have to pack up and move again. And then we were notified that it was going to be unavailable after April due to unforeseen circumstances, we'll call it. And so really the people there weren't really willing to work with us on our timeline whatsoever. On the other hand, we have extended this one due to logistics of shipping for parts needed to get back into our house. We've had to extend this by what, 2 months, Bryn, or 2.5?
Yeah.
And every time it's been seamless.
Everybody's trying to do an Airbnb. I feel like they're like, okay, cool. Like, we can make some extra cash, get these people in and out of there, charge as much as possible, and you're just a number. Like, with this, it's like catered to your situation. I believe that Amy would have done anything that we asked her.
But the safety is a huge aspect of it because we have our kids in a hotel. You don't know the 100 other guests. Here it's like, I don't know, you feel safer in a home.
When we found Amy, oh my God, it was like she is an absolute godsend. Like, I cannot tell you how much relief and comfort that we found in her and her company. She's like, I don't know, I've told her this too. I think that she's doing the Lord's work is what Miss Amy's doing. I don't know. She's a beyond a blessing. Because in a terrible situation, she provided us with the comfort of our own home. Like, this home is very similar to what we had before. It's not exactly the same, but if there was anything that we needed, wanted, thought about, Amy was there.
It's hard to explain what Amy does because she was much more than like a tenant landlord situation, property manager. She actually wanted to like make sure we were okay. So I can't really speak to anyone else because this is the first time it's happened to us. I've never been in this situation. We've rented before, and I can promise you no landlords are as punctual or thorough as Amy and everyone at Dream. Dreamhousing. Dealing with Amy was the only thing that went well at first. And it's consistently stayed well, but at first everything was, like I said, up in the air. We didn't know what was going to happen. We didn't have word on, the renovation side, stuff like that. It was the winter, just everything that was wrong could have been wrong. And just with Amy, it was like she just always had the answer. I don't want to be like cliche, but it was like any question I had for her, she would, like, to her, I'm not sure it was an acceptable answer, but then she would call you back with it. You know what I mean? Like, whatever you needed to know, she would find out for you. Once we started dealing with Amy, knowing that everything was kind of like on the upswing, I think it really put me and Bryn in a better mindset to do everything else we needed to, knowing that our housing was safe now.
Amy completely baby-proofed the house, like the kitchen, like all the stuff. Like she has kids. She knows what a fear that is. Like all of the knives were put up in this spot that the kids couldn't reach. There was locks on all the doors. She put cleaning supplies out of reach. I mean, the thought that she put into this house for us, it's just, I mean, it made me feel like so much more safe and at home, because having a small child out of their environment that's not catered for kids is it's a scary situation. And I mean, she went above and beyond. I keep saying it, she's like an angel to me. I can't repay her or thank her enough for the thought that she put into everything that she did for us. Anything that we needed, she was willing to just take care of it. Like, I've never met somebody so willing to be so helpful to strangers. Like, she's in the right place. She's doing what she's supposed to do, helping people. Oh yeah, I don't even know what she did. She did it all in the background. Like, I didn't even have to worry about it. We haven't seen a bill, nothing. Like, Miss Amy took care of all of it.
Call Amy. Keep receipts and call Amy. But if you have a family, there's no way their lives wouldn't have been completely uprooted if we had to live in a hotel for going on 9 months, And it was a nice hotel, but they're just 2 and 5, and everything changes at the flip of a coin. But the house, it allowed us to have some sort of reprieve from the constant stress of, the unknown of what's going to happen with our forever home.
If anybody's in an awful situation, I just want them to know that there are resources out there that, can make your life a little less terrible.